Hello makeup department, it's May. I'm going to do two separate videos, one on makeup and one on costume. So if you're in the makeup, stick around for this video. Hi everyone, it's May. So sorry we can't be at Rapport, but amazingly we've got this new technology which means that we can create these videos that you can follow along with. So if you haven't already, I want you to sit down, grab a piece of paper, I want you to go grab a pen, pause the video now. Have you got your pen? Have you got your paper? Perfect. Right, so as you all know, we're working really tightly to the Midsummer Night's Dream show, and what I was going to do this week is give you all your people. At the moment I want to give you free rein and I want you to sit down and I want you to design your characters. I'm going to ask Fee if she can attach to the email with the link to my video your call sheets, and on that sheet it will have who you're working with, it will have a brief description of the character that you're doing. Everybody's got about 7 or 8, maybe 6, it depends on timings and what I think will work well for you. So I want you to sit and I want you to work on that, and I'm going to show you in a minute how to do an effective design, which you can come and sit and draw with me, just listen to my voice, it's completely up to you, or you can stop the video now, have a look at your thing, think about it and come back and maybe watch it in a minute. But it's completely up to you. I want you to spend some good time on it. We've got to get these designs ready because we got to go. I thought I'd just pop in right now and show you the call sheets just as an example. You all have your own. I have them right here now, but if you don't have access to a printer, it's absolutely fine to look on your phone. I would get it so you can have it out while you're drawing, because reference images and words and designs and images all need to come together to make sure you have your final design. So I'll just show you this example right now. So you can see here that Oberon is written here. You've got the name of the character, you've got who's the character being played by, a brief description of who they are, colours to use, sometimes it's images and sometimes it's just a little explanation of what I'm looking for. So I'll just pop back to me now. Okay, so you just saw the kind of example of the document which I'm hoping you'll all have. So some of you are in partners and there's a few that are people that are by themselves. If you're in partners, I want you to create your design separately, and then hopefully next week I want you to send them back to me so then I can put them together so you have both your designs and they can be one. I'll then give you that back so you can see it and we'll go from there. But I really hope you're enjoying having this time to sit down by yourself and design and be creative, because this is what this time is needed. So I hope you're enjoying that. I'll go through now how to kind of do a design that will be easy to follow, that will be that will look good, that will also be very helpful to me and to your fellow artists and the designers. Yeah, so let's get on to that. Okay, I've got my setup. I've got my paper which has got my face chart on. I will also have this that will be downloadable for anybody to print off their own. It's really good to use. It's got the side and the front view. I've also got my pens to the side. Now I'm going to be drawing in pen so you can see it, otherwise my pencil won't show up on camera. But I would suggest drawing in pencil first and going through with pen, but I mean I'd like you to see it, so I'm just going to move these out the way because they're going to fall over. Move that over. I've also got my reference images here that I've just created a board that I could just create some kind of design for, so I'm going to have those out. Now I would suggest, instead of having the reference images of your own, having out your piece of paper which has got your information of who you're doing and the example images, and of course find images as well that you think will fit that. So I'm just going to design a random character here, so I've just got some images of fairies and designs like that. Start with kind of laying out and sort of mapping out what I want to do. So I know, because it's a theatre production, I need to have some form of eyeliner on my model, so I'm going to just quickly roughly draw in. Now my design here is going to be a very rough sketch because I'm just going to give you tips and tricks instead of going through my whole design process. When I'm designing, I will often do a rough kind of line drawing or a rough pencil drawing, then go over that with some colouring pencils and then go in with pen, so then that's my final design. But today I'm just going to kind of outline and show you kind of what process I go through. It might help you, it might not. I would suggest drawing along with me at the time, but it's up to you if you want to watch it and then start designing. It's just here so you can kind of see what process I go through. So I've done my eyeliner. Now you can't, I don't know whether you can see on camera, but she's got some little eyebrows here. I'm going to ignore the eyebrows for now, and I want to get some colour on her face because I want to create a nice rounded shape here. So I'm going to go in with my pen. Again, I'd love to use pencil here instead of pen because it creates a nicer blend, but in order for you to see, I'm going to use pen. So I'm going to just create a nice colour round here and a nice colour round here. So you can see I can create that nice rounded effect in some pink. So I've created a nice fairy shape there. I would also go in and probably define the nose a bit, but I'm going to go for a slightly different tone pink. I don't know whether it's going to pick up on camera. Yeah, slightly different. And I would just go in, define the nose a bit there, give her a little nice little nose tip. So you can see that all the lines I've created will be in some kind of pigment or shadow. Her eyebrows at the moment are natural. I would quite like to make them more pink, like this image here. Yeah. So I'm going to go in with a nice fine liner in pink, and I'm going to draw some brow hairs in. It's always better to draw the hairs individually over just drawing a big block solid line, because I want to create a nice feathered effect. So I'm going to add that. To add some dimension, I'm going to add some purple in, so then we can bring another colour in. Again, I don't know whether you can see that on camera, but that's what I'm doing, adding a nice purple effect. Now, as you can see, it looks quite crazy at the moment. But this is where you've got to start. You've got to start crazy, and you'll add more and more and more until you realise that actually that's enough. I've had enough. So her lips at the moment, I want to make them quite peachy and quite pink, but I don't want to distract, so I would just do a nice light coat. Oh, that looks quite orange on camera. I promise it's pink in real life. It doesn't look that orange. Let's try and make it a bit more pinky. Yeah, there we go, much better. And you can see I'm not being super neat, I'm not being super messy, I'm just being quite abstract, I would say. Because there's my basic design, and then if I wanted to, I could go in and add some more pink to the jawline, and I would probably add some more pink down the neck. And then, after I've done my face design, I would just copy that onto here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I've just copied over what I've done here onto this face shot here. I would then go in with the hair, because the only way you can make them look the same is by doing it. So the hair here, I'm going to imagine is going to be blonde. I don't know. So I'm just going to test this blonde out here. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to imagine she's got some sweeping hair that comes down and around. So I'm just going to go in and do some designing. Short, sharp strokes will help with the appearance of it being hair. So she's got a little fringe here, and then another fringe here. So you can see right now it looks kind of like a 3-year-old has drawn it. that is kind of what you want to be doing, because if it's a fully finished drawing in the first 10 minutes that you've been drawing, you've not thought hard enough about it, because you want to really think about all the decisions you've made. Because if I was to do this again, what would I change? What would I like? What would I not like? How would I improve it? So once I've done the hair, I am going to go in with the final kind of details. Now I'm feeling this could be a bit plain, so I would like to add some eyelashes, but I would like to add them so they're white. But for now, I'm just going to draw on some black eyelashes so you can see them on the page. Hopefully you can see them. There. I'm also going to add some flowers in because I think she needs some flowers. Cute little girl here. So I've just drawn really basic again, really basic drawings. With some flowers on her face. Maybe one down here. There we go. So you can see how that has changed the look altogether by just adding some little details. Maybe add some extra lines in just to really further define the hair. Okay, then it's on to labelling. Okay, labelling time. So here I would imagine this is the model's natural hair. So I've written this will be our natural hair, so it doesn't matter what colour it is because it'll go with anything, so I've just written the natural hair. Then we'll put middle part in. And I will put it's going to be straight. And she's got a slight fringe. So you want to be labelling so that if I just said to you those key points, you could imagine it in your head. So if you can go and grab your mum, grab your dad, grab your auntie, grab your uncle, whoever you're with, I want you to go and grab them. I want you to read out your labelling. So you start with the hair, say, oh, it'll be the natural hair colour, it'll be a middle part in, it'll have a slight fringe, and it'll be dead straight. And if they can picture or describe to you what you've drawn, you've done it great. Okay, so I want you to go and grab them right now after you've done your drawing. Let's move on to the face. So here I've got some flowers. They will be 3D and they will be stuck on. They will be random. And they will probably be stuck on with eyelash glue. If you don't know things like how things are going to be stuck on or whether they're going to be drawn on, just leave it and we can talk through that. And if you have any questions, do send me a video back or do send a message back to me, because I can answer them straight away, because I would in class and I want that to be free and open. I want our communication to still be up over, even if it's over the internet, all right? So I said before about having fluffy eyebrows, so I need to write that down. And they are going to be coloured pink. Sorry about that, that's my light. Tuck him away, there we go. Pink and purple. I said white eyelashes, and I'll probably do white eyeliner. This is where labelling becomes really important, because if I just left it, people would assume that it was black, and I don't want black because that might be too harsh. So it's really important to not only look at the labels but do them. So I've done that. All of this will be shadow contour, and that's going to be pink and purple to define. This will be just light pink, shadow to define nose, Then we've got a gloss lip in a nude pink colour. So that's all we've got for that. So I want you to now go and grab your call sheet. Go and grab your empty face chart. Grab your pens, grab your pencils. Make sure you've got everything you need before you start, because the worst thing is starting, getting mid-flow, and then having to go get a sharpener. That's the one thing I always forget, or a rubber. So make sure you've got both. Yeah, I'll switch back to me now. So, okay, see you in a minute. I hope that made sense, and I hope you're really happy with your decisions and the characters I've given you. I want you to spend quite a while now for the rest of this hour designing, making decisions, and try and communicate with your partner as much as you can over FaceTime, over Skype, over Snapchat, Instagram, whatever you've got. If you can FaceTime, that would be great, because you could be designing together like you would in class, so that would be really lovely to hear and see. Yeah, okay, I hope you've enjoyed my little makeup tutorial on how I do my designs. I can't wait to see what you're doing, and I shall see you next week. Bye!